Hoyler in ADCC. You know, Hoyler Gracie being the favorite, and Eddie Bravo coming in and disrupting the whole division. Be interesting to see if he can pull off a submission against Tainan Dalpra, who's, you know, simply one of the greatest pound-for-pound gi grapplers in the sport right now.
Well, he is certainly one of, if not the most professional athletes we have. I love his approach to everything. When I hear him talk about progression and what he's got to do, it's just uber professional. So, and he's just better every time. So it's just a testament to him that he's actually doing what he's saying. So Rene's tricky, and I think that's what he needs to be here. Nice underhook. See if he can hit a snap down. And I think there's one area that Tainan uses more judo than wrestling. I think he uses more. Yeah. He's better at defensive wrestling, with the exception of arm drag. I think arm drag like that is sort of one that's nice. Arm drag to single. That's one skill set that Marcelo proved could be effective versus anyone in the world.
Nice, Rene, yes.
Yeah, Tainan mentioned that really trying to implement a lot of judo training the last few months as he injured his hand at the IBJJF Crown. Be interesting to see how that plays out in a no-gi rule set, but we saw the, you know, nice arm drag.
Yeah, the arm drags are just like guillotines, they're just equalizers.
We talked about the arm drags. Rene trying one on his own.
Yeah, Rene's moving him around well. He's moving Tainan around very well with his collar ties and foot sweeps and throw-bys. That was nice.
Beautiful takedown attempt there by Tainan Dalpra. Rene recovering guard right away, getting that 2-on-1 position on the arm. And now with the knee cut.
Watch that pop. No stagnant frames. Keep pushing them.
Yeah.
Keep pushing them, yes.
Tainan's just going to keep creeping up through the knees.
You can use your top foot to push them away.
Just a little long step out, but
Circle back in.
yeah, he's really developed a very nice, tight passing game using near side underhooks, double underhooks.
Rene Sousa being coached by Zach Maslany and the legend Jean-Jacques Machado in his corner. One of the greatest grapplers in the world, the legendary Machado family. Tainan Dalpra obviously cornered by Guilherme Mendes, Colabate. See defending champion Jonathan Gracie over there, who's #1 champion. Back to the action. Rene now looking to secure the leg, and Tainan continuing to pressure pass there.
Yeah,
using a lot of movement to get across to the side.
Got around the legs well to Tainan. Now he's on a front head arm. Guillotine. This is the Almeida guillotine. One of my teachers, Ricardo Almeida, is the one who brought this to our academy. You can switch that to the Dars, but you got to watch it. Rene's he's gonna get to the top if Tainan's not careful here. Rene gets that right elbow to the floor on the other side.
And Rene trying to get to the back of Tainan off that.
That's what I mean. He's tricky. He's tricky. So Tainan just waited a little too long, I think, there to switch that to the Dars. Now he's in above the knees. Get him.
Watch the pop. Get him off your head. Come on, let's go.
This reverse collar tie that he was just using is such a great way to get around the legs and then into these front head arm scenarios. Tainan had that right hand over the top as a collar tie, and again he's going to look to get by the arm. Yep. If he's going to use the right knee, there's that right knee wedges in, and this guillotine is tight, and it can get you the back, because Rene actually needs to give up the back to counter that. And there's the back take off that.
See Colabate and Guy Mendes in the corner, coaching Tainan Dalpra. Tainan now getting to the back of Rene Sousa.
Yeah.
He's got a nice over-under grip. see the hand bandaged of Tainan Dalpra. He injured that at the crown, as I mentioned earlier on.
Tainan's got to be careful. He's really got no, without underhooks, Sousa could either get his hips up in the air and try to, there he goes, try to throw Tainan forward, but now he's got underhooks.
Judges favor.
So he can actually go down and peel the hook when it's double underhooks. And now he's broken down.
He's looking arm bar over there, Rene. Be ready. Kick your right leg back. See if you can remove that hook. Back him in.
Tainan on the back here of Rene Sousa. Both hooks in.
Go, Rene. Keep going.
Can't tell where his arms are, but I assume he's attacking the neck here. And Rene trying to defend.
Yeah, Tainan's a little high with the strangle, so Rene's got to spin out of this. He spun into the...
Rene's got good back control defense. We saw that with Nicky Ryan.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken, he was able to fend off a lot of attacks there.
He's out. And on a potential leg, if he can get his knee free. There he
Slips
out.
off.
Yep.
Tainan shoving Rene down.
There's that, see that right arm over the top of the neck. That's just an easy way to run around to the front head arms, the front headlock positions.
I like what Rene's doing is every time he's framing and pushing off, he's just sliding those legs in between, using the knee to make a frame. Tainan's movement on top is just exceptional.
Yeah, again, going into this, it's a katagatame, but inverted katagatame, I call the Almeida guillotine. It's just that right knee comes inside. You can do this from all over the place, but it's just an excellent way to get to the back. I mean, it's a strangle, but you see how Rene has to give the back to get out of this? That is tight. And if he'll turn his back to get out, because, well, or he'll just get mounted. But he's not out necessarily when you go to the mount because the hip presses the shoulder in. See how he has to turn his back? Just an instant back take in that.
And you see the face of Rene Sousa.
There it is.
And that is it. Tainan Dalpra gets the submission on Rene Sousa here at WNO 26. Beautiful submission.
Yeah, I've talked about this submission before. It is such a good strangle. And
we saw it a lot tonight. We saw it a lot tonight. We saw it in different matches.
Yeah, absolutely.
We saw many different athletes attempting that arm in submission.
Yep. It's a very versatile submission because the defense, the best defense is just to give up your back, and it gets you out of it, but you get your back taken. So,
and we saw it, to get to the back. We even saw it as a sweeping position. Here it is.
Yep,
arm in off to the side. Tainan Dalpra.
Look, Rene's going to try to bridge up to get to the back. Watch, see that? It bridges up, it turns the back, but he couldn't get all the way out. So just turning, that guillotine just stayed tight, and he's almost sleeping. You can see him shaking a little bit there. So it's just, it is a very, very good strangle.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner by way of submission in the red corner, Tainan Dalpra.
Tainan Dalpra now 4-0 here at Who's Number One. You hear the chants of AOJ in the crowd. He's got a huge kids contingent here at WNO. Last time he called out the kids class. Said he's doing it. Tainan Dalpra's for the kids. He really is. All right, we're gonna kick things over to Kendall for a word with Tainan Dalpra and the kids program of AOJ.
All right, we have Tainan Dalpra and company once again. Not the first, probably not going to be the last. So, really quick here, guys, right next to me. I'm going to need Tainan to come a little closer so I can interview him, please. Thank you. All right, Tainan Dalpra, big hometown crowd tonight. Let's hear it, guys. We got a big AOJ crowd here for Tainan Dalpra, I know. All right, so talk to us a little bit about this submission, right? Because there was quite a sequence at the end there where you changed some things together. Can you talk us through what was going on in your mind and what the goal was there?
Well, the goal was just to make sure I succeed on my transition from gi to no gi. I had 2 weeks to really work this out, but I'm really happy with the way how you went the fight. Thank you to my opponent, Rene, for taking it. I know lots of people ask, but the matchmaking is not very easy. You know, it's not easy to get 2 top athletes here. So hats off to my opponent for coming, really bringing the fight. And I feel like every opponent brings the best of you, you know. So preparing and to step out here pretty much feels like home in front of my students. I couldn't miss this opportunity, you know. So I always talk them when I'm teaching about the importance of hard work, respect, and really take on the opportunities. So I think it's important for them to not only hear that from me, but to witness and see with their own eyes, because like I've said the last one, a lot of these faces you guys will see in the very near future here. They're gonna be fighting, they're gonna be putting on a show. So it's the next generation, this is the future of jiu-jitsu.
Now, we've seen you make an amazing transition to no-gi, little by little climbing up the ranks. I know that the #1 question people have is what's next in the no-gi arena for Tainan Dalpra? Are you looking at a potential who's #1 belt? Is there anybody that you're gunning for? You've got to have something in mind, right?
Yeah, tell Jonathan Gracie to bring the belt to the gym, and then we're gonna sort it out.
Awesome, congratulations. Let's hear it one more time for Tainan Dalpra.
Congratulations, Tainan Dalpra. We're probably not going to run Tainan versus Jonathan anytime soon, but look forward to having Tainan Dalpra back on the Who's #1 stage. All right, guys, your college sports